Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos.
Yeah, before that, thank you for Ganesh sir and Monica ma'am. Like until last year, I was on the other side listening to lectures from like expert speakers. So now I'm on this side. Like I'm not here to like bore you with uh, any inputs today. So I just will give you a brief overview about like what you can expect in the lectures, upcoming expert lectures, and what how you should be prepared and what the academy will deliver. So to start off with, the first thing is the expert lectures will actually give you a flavor of what actual UPSC preparation is and how you must prepare. See, I do not know if you've heard this. Generally, how people see preparations is they see prelims first, they see mains next, and then they see interview at the last. But it's actually the reverse thing. When you read a particular concept, first you should be able to explain it, like how you explain in an interview. First you should be able to explain it, then it's the analysis part. Then you have to write it, if and then you have to be sure about the facts. So if suppose you're not you have read a concept, and if you're not able to explain it to someone, then it means that you haven't really understood that concept. So it's actually the reverse. So first you should prepare yourself for the interview, then you have to prepare for the mains, and then you have to prepare for the prelims, and everything should be done in a coordinated manner. And this expert lecture series is one place where you'll get this routine into you. Say for instance, I think last year when the expert lecture was started, we started off with the role of governor. So the role of governor, so we had actually the session will be framed in such a way that what are all the mains questions that were like asked well in before, at least for the past 5 6 years, those kind of questions will be taken, and those kind of indications will be given to the expert lectures, and they will come about uh, deliverables from their own side in like their own style, and they will deliver. And often they'll give you perspectives also, which is like perspective is like very important when it comes to a personality test in civil services. And also they'll be discussing about articles. Say for instance, for governor, what is article 153, what is article 154, what is 163 clause 2. So all those things are like really very important, which if you know exactly what those articles mean, you can like be very confident from prelims perspective. Also you can be very confident in your mains as well, because mains is not just about analysis, it's also about the value additions that you give. So once you quote articles from the constitution, you definitely have a better edge, and you'll be given extra 1 or 2 marks, so which is actually very very important in like making or breaking into the mains list or the final list as such. So the first point is like it will give you a very good overview about the preparation and how you should prepare. It will help you to, it will give a strategic direction in which you have to think. And if at all you have any gap areas, you can find those areas, and you can be like more sure about like what all areas that you need to work on. So that is the first thing. And next thing is like it's about perspectives. A lot of I mean, like even when I was an aspirant also, I knew a lot of things, but I didn't have a perspective about it. Say for instance, you can know a lot of things by reading newspapers. Say for instance, right now Trump has Trump has engaged himself in trade war with a lot of countries. So you'll know a lot of information from a lot of editorial pages and a lot of analysis that the various civil service institutions have done. So with all this, what you do, you should have your own perspective, right? See, because everybody who like writes on editorials or the institutions which are giving you the analysis, they have their own perspectives. Actually, you cannot borrow those perspectives. With all those analysis, you have to develop the attitude of bringing about judgments on that particular issue, which is like very very important when it comes to being an officer. So this lecture series will give you a flavor of that, because all those experts who are talking, they already have their own perspectives, and these perspectives might not be accessible to a major chunk of the civil service aspirants. So which the people like the aspirants who are attending this expert lectures, they will have access to, and definitely that will be an extra edge over. You'll be able to differentiate your answer both in mains as well as in the interview. See, because even the UPSC, the person who corrects mains answer or the UPSC board member, they'll be too like bored about the similar reading similar kind of answers or hearing similar kind of answers. So if at all you're hearing a different a perspective from them, which not much of the aspirants would have access to, so that will give you a better edge. So that is there. So the first is so the next thing what I was telling was it will help you build perspectives. And the next is conceptual clarity. Actually, I myself had one experience of I think there was a lecture last year on human wildlife conflict. So the lecture was taken by a retired PCCF from PCCF is like head of like he's a topmost in forest service, PCCF of Chhattisgarh if I'm not wrong, the ex PCCF of retired PCCF of Chhattisgarh. So he had talked about human wildlife conflict. So when I was an aspirant, I used to term this conflict as a man animal conflict. So after hearing his lecture, I got to know that it's not a man-animal conflict; it's actually a human and a wildlife conflict. Because if I coin that human as a man, then I'm leaving out the other gender, and I'm leaving out women. I'm leaving out the other gender. I'm leaving out children. So it's about human first, and then it's not only about animals; it's also about wildlife. See, because a Wildlife Protection Act has a different definition for both wildlife as well as it doesn't define a wild animal, but it does define a wildlife. So which are like both are different things as per law. So it's very important to call it as a human wildlife conflict rather than a man animal conflict or a man wildlife conflict. So those kind of conceptual clarities you'll be able to get, because most of the aspirants like interchangeably they like use this, which are not conceptually very correct. So those kinds of conceptual clarities you'll be able to get from the expert lectures. And then the next thing is you'll be able to get you'll be able to find a lot of political correctness. Say for instance, I think there was a lecture on uh, I think there was some lecture on law and order issues, and something related to religious riots. So in those like religious riots, we generally have biases that like the state missionary usually works well along with the crowd or the mob. Um, so like we have a lot of politically incorrect views when it comes about when it comes to the state missionary or criticizing the state missionary. So even I had developed a similar kind of criticism about the state administration, but that session was taken by one of the IPS officers. He was DIG, I suppose, DIG or IG, I suppose. So he gave a different perspective about how administration works during managing of ethnic riots. So a lot of political correctness you'll be getting, and you'll also be able to empathize with the administration side also, because at the end of the day they're also human beings, and they have certain limitations beyond which even they'll not be able to work. So you'll be able to more empathize with the administration. So all those things you'll be able to understand from these lectures. In fact, like even I like got into that. And next thing was this is something very like personal thing. I think I used to take a lot of quotes from the quotes that the lecturers from the lectures. Say, for instance, there was one exclusive session on Tirukural and administration. I think it was taken by one additional commissioner, ma'am. I don't remember her name. So, like, she gave a lot of Tirukurals and like its contemporary relevances in administration. So, like those kind of things gives you a new perspective. So people who are in public administration, who are having public administration or political science for that matter, like you might get like one or two quotes which you may be able to use it in the exams. I still remember the Tirukural what she gave. பொய்மையும் வாய்மை எடுத்து புரைத்தீர்ந்த நன்மை பயக்கும். And so that Tirukural, like I grasped her like a lot from her. And actually you can use that not only in public administration, you can use that in ethics answer. You can also use it as a quotes in as a lot of information and a lot of excuse me. So you'll be given a lot of information and a lot of facts like from the experts, and it's all about how you like take those, grasp those, and there's no restriction in the way that you're going to use the information or the perspectives that you're giving. So it's all about like how you prepare yourself to like absorb those like information or the analysis, and how you're able to like put it on paper or transform it into either the prelims questions or the mains questions or the interview answer. So that's what is like very very important. So like how you should be so next, coming to how you should be prepared is I think you should be more open minded. Mostly these lectures will be on Saturdays, if I'm not wrong. Like we used to have it on Saturday evening. So I think like now also we'll be continuing the same. Don't have a feel that uh, like Saturday evening everybody will be in the mood to like take a break from preparation and will be in that Sunday mood. So don't do that. Even like I used to have like all those things. But definitely whatever the time that like 1 or 1.5 hours time that you give it is definitely, and you'll have a lot of like fresh experiences which not many people would be able to uh, like get. So I think yeah, that's it from my side, and yeah, I think I've covered like whatever I wanted to share. These are like the experiences that I had from the expert lectures. So if at all you have any doubts, you can either ask now or we can even reserve it later.